I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with a personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Military veterans and active duty service members, you could become a certified cyber warrior with just 12 weeks of training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, and IT pros with these skills often enjoy abundant opportunity and a great lifestyle. Protect our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. GI Bill, SkillBridge, and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP.
Fox Sports brought to you by Jack Spring Electric, online at jackspringelectric.com.
Looking for reliable electrical services? Look no further than Jack Spring Electric. From industrial to commercial to residential needs, we've got you covered. Our expert team ensures top-notch service every time, keeping your operations running smoothly and your homes powered up. And when the power goes out, trust our generators to keep your lights on and your business going strong. Visit jackspringelectric.com for all of your electrical needs. For quality you can trust, visit jackspringelectric.com today. Jack Spring Electric, powering your world.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I like a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is, my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Tiger weather now.
Partly cloudy, warm here this afternoon at 87. Clouds overnight tonight down to 62. Early clouds give way to sunshine tomorrow. High tomorrow 83. Clouds, so maybe an early shower Saturday. Sunshine for the afternoon at 77. Sunday, sunny skies in the forecast. High 72. Richard DeWetting and the Weather Channel.
KWKH and K277DO Shreveport, 103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger. Bossier City's home for LSU sports, a Town Square Media station. The following is a paid program. Participants of this program are not employees of this station, and their views, opinions, and claims do not necessarily represent those of Town Square Media, its employees, or advertisers.
The following program is paid for by Tim Fletcher.
Good afternoon. It's the Patrick Netherton Show.
Voice of the Demons, right?
Yes.
Touchdown, Demons!
Brined, marinated, or dry rubbed, it's sports the way you like it.
Sports Center Top 10 right there!
Talking to the biggest names, bringing you the best interviews.
He actually smokes his beans.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
The cooler is full, and the brisket is resting.
Just a nice little pull, and it comes right apart. That's perfect.
We eat ribs with this dude.
Here's your master of ceremonies, the Kansas City Barbecue Society certified expert.
Throw the fade, looking for Ferguson. Got it!
Patrick Netherton.
13-yard touchdown. Demons are back in it.
And good afternoon. We welcome you in. It's the Patrick Netherton Show right here on 1130 The Tiger. Hambone, the voice is getting a little stronger, which I'm happy about. We're getting back on towards healthy, which I do appreciate. I haven't been unhealthy. Like, I've been fine. I've felt fine. sometimes the cold really gets you down and you feel bad, whatever. I haven't felt bad, but the voice has certainly not been up to snuff. I was, I did softball Baylor at Northwestern State, and I was, in my head, my voice sounded thin, like it didn't sound like it normally does in my head. And as you know, Rogers, when we've listened to ourselves for decades, so we kind of know what our voice should sound like in our ears, even though really what I sound like in my head is not what I actually sound like. I'm going to sound different to you than I do to myself. Well, I thought the voice sounded thin, wasn't real happy, and went back and watched a little bit of it. It sounded fine. So that's what I get for thinking, Hambone. Also, want to shout out my man James Stanfield, who, for those that follow the show regularly, know is our ESPN Plus producer, James Stanfield. Want to shout him out because he did give me a graphic for the Baylor game. Normally, when it's just Davey Antilli producing, because it's not our normal. It's not the truck. It's like I don't say our backup equipment, but it is kind of our backup equipment. The softball broadcasts we do with a different method of production. So graphics aren't as easy to do on the fly. Things aren't as easy to do, period, on the fly. So kudos to David Antilli, who's our guru, our Yoda, our Obi-Wan Kenobi of our broadcasts for making it work. He's spectacular. Well, because there was no baseball game, James Stanfield came over to help out. He's normally producing baseball. And he came over, and so we got a lot of extra graphics, and I got popped with my graphic this past time. He always makes funny graphics. He's always trying to do that. Well, the graphic he gave me for that one was honorary Pearland spokesperson. And if you don't know what that means, I get it. He's speaking of Pearland, Texas, which is a south suburb of Houston. And basically, every time that we have a player or face a player that is from Pearland, I typically start mentioning Killen's Barbecue, about how I think Killen's Barbecue is the best barbecue in Texas and all of that stuff. So he basically just goes ahead and says I'm the honorary Pearland spokesperson, which isn't far removed from the truth. Also, Rogers, the brand is strong. I just got a tweet from Anna Nims, the women's basketball coach at Northwestern State. She stopped in at Jasper's Barbecue on the way to Waco to go watch some of the junior college tournament, as she is now out recruiting. So she sent me a little tweet, making a pit stop before heading in to watch Region 5 NJCAA basketball in Waco, Texas, at PT Netherton. You might need to add to your list. Jasper's Barbecue. There's a couple in Waco that are really good. Guest Family Barbecue, Hellberg are both delicious. I have not been to Jasper's that I know. It's a very small place. It is on Clifton Street in Waco. And yeah, I've not been there before. Wait, I might have actually been here before, now that I'm looking at it. I might have stopped in there at some point. Anyway, yeah. So you got Tony DiMaria's, which is pretty good, and then the two that I really recommend while in Waco is Guess and Hellberg. I think one of them is closed now. I want to say Guess Family Barbecue may have closed. Nope, it's open. And Hellberg Yeah, both open. Okay, so yeah, Guest Family Barbecue and Hellberg Barbecue are the two that we recommend. And it looks like Hellberg might actually be just a food truck now. I don't know. That's weird. It might have closed, actually. Yeah, it looks like it might just be a food truck. So anyway, Guests in Hellberg, if you're in the greater Waco area, both of those are delicious and highly recommend. It is the Patrick Netherton Show. We are hanging out in a sweat box. I'm already sweating. Like, literally, my shirt is damp. The door's open, but it doesn't matter. Hambone's got the fan on. It doesn't matter. It's just warm in here. Rogers, is it hot in here? Is it just you, boy? Oh, Hambone, so hot and handsome. How's your arms, by the way, Rogers? They healing up okay? A little bit? Oh, a little bit. Yeah, so we're on a Thursday. We got all kind of free agency going on. Saints making moves, re-signing one of their own, and going out and getting a few extra pieces as well. Hambone, I was told going into this offseason for the Saints that they were basically not going to be able to do anything because of their cap issues and the fact that they're so far over the cap and so many contracts that are bad and dead money and all. Rogers, I was told the Saints would basically just have to sell everything. I wasn't even sure they were going to have enough players to field a team this year based on some of the things I heard. And yet they're going out and spending money in the offseason. How'd they do that, Rogers? That's a mystery. Yeah, the Saints, come to find out, are actually putting some things together to try to make a run with Kellen Moore in his first year. Now, look, they continue to kick the can down the road. Like they do that. There's going to come a time when they're going to have to eat some of this money, but it ain't this year. My question is, Rogers, can you just do it in perpetuity? Like, do you ever have to eat the money? I mean, Derek Carr is going to retire at some point.
That's what I'm saying. The kick in the can thing is so ridiculous because every year they readjust to where they have money to get. So that means you're not kicking the can because you already have money to go get players, so there's no can to kick.
Well, the one thing they will have to face at some point is when Derek Carr leaves the team or retires or whatever.
They've already addressed that last week.
Well, I'm saying, but his money is still, his dead cap money is still going to hit at some point whenever he leaves.
It's not going to be that high of a number.
It's $69 million.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
I guarantee
it's a lot.
It's not going to be that high.
Don't
start EHing me.
No, I'm just saying, like Derek Carr is the one contract that they're really going to have to do.
That, and believe me, by the time he's no longer saying it will not be an issue.
I don't know. That's the one I worry about. The other ones I'm not concerned about. There's nobody else that makes that kind of money on the Saints.
I'm not after what they've done this past week. I am not worried about that whatsoever.
Yeah, and again, it's a
as long as you got Mickey Loomis and Jeff Ireland.
It's something for and the guy that does their cap, whose name I can't remember right now. I just felt the air kick on. That was nice. The guy who does the cap, I can't remember his name. That dude's a genius. That dude's a wizard, Harry. Yeah. But the Carr contract is the only one I worry about. Eventually, it's nothing to worry about now, and potentially even next year. Just a matter of whenever he leaves, they are going to have to eat that money. It's just a matter of when it happens. And I don't know when. We don't know when that may occur. But anyway, we got a lot of NFL free agents still moving around all over the place. You got trades getting done and all of that good stuff. We have as much college basketball as you want today. Hambone's McNeese Cowboys got it done yesterday evening, getting past 2-seed Lamar. And Will Wade and company are moving on to their second consecutive NCAA tournament. The thought process is that most of the bracketologists I've seen have them as a 12 or 13. So that seems to be where they're at, and gonna be good times. Gonna be good times. I'm actually I'm efforting Will Wade for tomorrow, Rogers. And by the way, I don't know if did you see any of the post-game stuff with Will Wade by any chance? I didn't figure you did. So you may or may not recall last year after McNeese had the terrific season. I mean, they had a better record last year than they have this year, and they got a terrific record this year. But after last year, they asked Will Wade about other jobs, right? And he said, I promised Heath Schroyer, who's the AD at McNeese, he goes, I promised Heath Schroyer 2 years. And I'm going to give him at least 2 years. And they gave him a good deal. He was making, I think, over $500,000, which nobody else in the league is close to making as a head coach, I don't believe. So they gave him a big contract, as big as anyone in the Southland can give. And he said, look, I'm giving Heath Schroyer, I promised him at least 2 years. Well, they asked him yesterday after they won the game about potential other jobs. And he said, I promised Heath Schroyer I'd give him 2 years. He goes, I didn't even talk to anyone last year after the season. He goes, I didn't spend a moment talking about other jobs. He goes, I didn't have anything to do with any of that. He said, however, this year might be different. I'm paraphrasing a little bit. But this year might be different. But I'm focused on spending as much time as I can with my guys and this team, and et cetera, et cetera. The only concern I have for McNeese in the tournament is they are undersized. They do not have a traditional big. That can work in your advantage offensively. You get a matchup, Christian Shoemate, who's the wily veteran of the group. Christian Shoemate is undersized, 6'8", 6'9", whatever. But really super athletic, can move around a lot. And his ability, if he gets a big 6'11" plotter on top of him, covering him, he can certainly make a move on that guy and score. The problem is big men, and Lamar had a lot of that. Lamar had a couple of really good bigs, and they really did a lot of damage to McNeese. So that's my concern for the Cowboys, is if you get a team that has good, high-quality bigs, that could be an issue. But anyway, we're efforting Will Wade. Hope to get him, if not tomorrow, maybe next week sometime. Also, don't forget, no show for me on Monday. I will not be here on Monday. So if you're planning to listen to the show on Monday, I won't be here. The only problem with not being here on Monday, of course, is it's the day after Selection Sunday, and we'll have a bracket to discuss. And that's unfortunate, but will not be here on Monday. I'm actually, Rogers, I'm doing something I haven't done in a long, long time. I'm just taking a trip for me. I haven't, it's been a while since I've been able to really get out of the house and go somewhere and see friends and hang out without having to be sort of constantly concerned about what's going on in my home. And luckily I now have that ability, and I'm trying to take advantage of it. So I will be in your I don't know, what'd you call Houston? It's not your hometown. What would it be? What'd you call Houston? Your second home? I don't know, because Shreveport's your hometown, but I don't know. I mean, obviously a lot of affinity for H-Town, for Hambone. So I'm going to be in Houston coming up on the weekend and on Monday as well. So just gonna take a little me time. Haven't gotten a whole lot of that. Gonna go visit some friends, hang out with some folks, maybe go see a ball game while I'm there. We'll see if we can make that happen or not. We're gonna try. But anyway, so we got that going on, and man, we're super excited. College basketball's greatest showcase, one of the best events in all of collegiate athletics, is nearly here. Have y'all done any more discussing about this coming Thursday at all? Okay. Yeah, there's a chance we might end up getting out and about to watch the tournament. It's it's my favorite event of the year. Like, you can have your Super Bowls and your national championships and in football. I will always take the men's basketball tournament. I hope they don't mess around and screw it up. I hope they don't go to 96 teams or something ridiculous. We're pretty good where we are. Like, we don't need to be letting in a bunch of 4-conference win teams. We really don't need that. So hopefully the powers that be in college basketball, I feel like it's going to expand to 70-something, but we definitely do not need some kind of a 96-team tournament or anything like that. That's way too many. Dang, Roger, even with that air on, it's still boiling. Whew. It is rough up in here. I mean, it is 83, 84 outside. Yeah, it's crazy. The Big 12 being played on its really terrible court. Looking like corrugated metal. Iowa State and BYU playing right now. That's an 82-80 lead. By the way, 82-80 with 5 minutes left in the game. That is, yeah, I know. I love that. You give me a choice. If that game is 42-40 with 5 minutes left or 82-80 with 5 minutes left, I'm always taking 82-80. I would much rather see a terrific up and down game rather than a defensive slugfest. And, of course, Northwestern State goes from one of the fastest tempo guys in all of college basketball to one of the slowest tempo guys in all of college basketball, from Mike McConaughey to Rick Cabrera. Look, win, I mean, Danny Casper at Stephen F. Austin won games, and their tempo was nightmarishly slow. But they won. They defended. They locked you down. That's what Rick Cabrera and his crew want to do. As long as it works, man, that's all that matters. As long as it works. Go make it work. All right, it's a Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Rogers and Patrick, that's us. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. It is above 80. It's going to be, I think, 83, 84, something like that. It's already 81. So, yeah. It's going to be a hot one, Rogers, like 7 inches from the midday sun. I at least waited 20 minutes to make you want to end everything. It's one of those, at some point, Rogers is just going to have like a set of like pruning shears. And it's going to come down. I'm going to make, it's going to be one joke too many. Make some camo reference. Don't see that every day. So I'm going to make one camo reference too many, one joke too many. And Rogers is going to pull out the pruning shears and just cut my mic cord. And might just cut all the mic cords and all the cords in the room and then walk out. Good luck, MFers, and just walk right out of here. Double birding us the whole way out. Hambone going to be leaving in a blaze of glory. Take him down. All right. 2 ways to listen to the show on the radio. 1130 on the AM dial, 103.3 on the FM dial. A couple of ways to call the show or get in touch with the show. You can call us on the still unsponsored hotline. Definitely looking for sponsorship. So if you've got a business or know a business that you think might be a good fit, holler at me, let me know. We'll give them a shout. They could be the the hotline sponsor. You know, when I have Will Wade tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed, if we can get it worked out, could be could be Hampton Industries. You know, Will Wade joining us via the Hampton Industries hotline. So, you know, that's all available. So give us a shout. Let us know you might be interested, and we will we'll hook it up for you. And we might even track it down. You never know. Anyway, you can find us 725-5945 if you want to call us. That phone line, again, 318. Yeah, sorry, I messed that up, Rogers. That was me. 318-RALLY-45, 318-725-5945.
Hello.
There you go. Much better. Here's our bathrooms. Nobody's in there. Hilarious. You can also text us if you like on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line. That number is 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426, also known as the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line. We're available, if you like, via 4 different streaming platforms. That's right. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. All of those are available to you. Facebook.com/Netherton Show. YouTube.com/@Netherton Show. Twitch.tv/Netherton Show. And Twitter or X is @PT Netherton. @PT Netherton. So basically, if you just search for my last name, Netherton, chances are you're gonna be in good stead. You'll get there. You'll get close. Anyway. So find us on any of those. Also available on the app if you want to tune in that way. 1130 The Tiger. Search for it on Google Play or iTunes App Store. You can listen to us in crystal clear HD audio. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, Rogers Hampton Jr.
We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, and in the name of the Lollipop Guild, we wish to welcome you to Munchkin Land.
Hey, boy.
Hey, boy.
Hi, man.
Hello.
Rogers, you're such a gentleman. How are you, brother?
I'm okay.
You making it?
Friday Eve, baby.
It is. We're close, Hambone. We're close.
Okay.
We're nearly there. I do feel bad though, Rogers, because I feel like we should have class outside today. It's such a pretty day outside.
Way too hot.
No, it's great outside. Wind's blowing, little breeze. It's beautiful.
I've been out there. It's too hot for me.
I've been out there.
I've walked outside and come right back in.
I have been outdoors.
I'm not going out.
All I know is when
hot in here as it is outside.
No, it's hotter in here. I can assure you. Outside, at least there's a little breeze blowing. It's nice. It is warm up in here. It's hot. It's getting hot in here, Roger. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. Yeah, it's brutal in here. It really is. I mean, we ain't digging ditches or anything. We're not standing out in the sun, but definitely one of those days when you'd like to have class outside. Like this is one of those, go get under a shade tree in a hammock. Take a good book. What's the last book you read, Rogers? How long ago has it been since you've read an actual book?
I never was a book reader.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. Like, are we talking like school?
Oh, good God, college.
Yeah. So you've like since college, you've not sat down and read a book
for a grade in a class I was paying for.
Okay.
No, I don't read.
So what are we? What is that like? What year did you graduate?
86.
So we're talking nearly 40 years of non-reading.
Yeah.
I mean, you read every day on the internet and stories and stuff like that. But
stories, but as far as reading a book or no, I mean I've read directions to stuff I've bought, stuff like that.
Right? No, I mean but yeah,
but
sitting down for like, hey, here's
I've never even read any of the Harry Potter books.
Here's a John Grisham novel. Let me sit down and read. You know what I mean?
You would never see me doing that.
That's hilarious because I am a voracious reader.
Yeah, no, I hated it in school, and once I knew I didn't have to do it for a grade.
Would you read the Harry Potter books? No?
I do not like to read.
Okay. Would you do audiobooks?
No.
You don't want someone reading to you?
Nope.
Do you ever do?
I'll watch the movie, and that's all I need.
Yeah, you. I mean, obviously, there's a lot more detail that was in the books that they didn't get in the movie.
Absolutely. Just like I'd never read Jaws. I never read Exorcist. Never read It. Never read The Shining. That's why they make movies.
Yeah, that's why they make movies.
I've never been a big reader, man. I read exactly what I had to read, and that was it.
That was it. So what would you say the last book you read is then? Like, do you remember the last, like, assignment where you had to read? Like, and literally.
It was probably a PR or journalism class.
Okay. Because, to me, there's a difference in, like, okay, we're going through the like, math textbook, right? Like, here, okay, get chapter 3, and we're going to talk about fractions, or here we are in world history. You need to read the 1600s or whatever, chapter 6, or whatever the case may be. Like, to me, that's a lot different than, like I said, I'm going to sit down and read a Stephen King book. I'm going to sit down and read a John Grisham book.
I hadn't read a book for a book report probably since.
Did you ever do that as a kid? Did you ever read for pleasure as a kid? No. Not any of that?
No.
Okay. So would it be safe to say, Rogers, that you have never sat down and read a book just to read a book that didn't have some sort of an assignment or something attached to it?
Yes.
Like in your whole life?
I didn't have to read. I'm not reading.
Okay.
Not wasting my time doing it.
You're going to waste your time.
I can be outside playing a sport or hanging with a buddy or
be wasting your time watching Harry Potter.
I've been consistent with that. I only read what I had to read. And,
And I never learned how to read.
Probably, as far as a book, I couldn't even tell you where the red fern grows, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that was usually, that was always a book assignment.
That's grade school, middle school. So in high school,
Little Women.
You're going chapter to chapter. Probably in college, maybe one of the last things I had to read, and it wasn't a whole book, but I did a thesis in one of my public relations classes on the Tylenol poisoning thing.
Yeah.
So I had to read a bunch of articles to get all the facts.
Gotcha.
But that wasn't
right. That's not sitting down to read a book.
Yeah, that's
to me. It's do you read a book because you want to, not because you have to.
Gosh, no.
Yeah. I read I probably read about 20 books a year, something like that. The problem I run into is I don't read books. Like if I'm just sitting at the house, and I'm just chilling, I don't typically pull out a book, and and all my books are on my iPad. I don't, so like, but if I go to eat, like I like to eat lunch by myself. So I'll go eat lunch by myself, and I'll just sit my book right in front of me, or sometimes I go to dinner by myself, and I will put the book right in front of me, and I will just read and eat and have a good old time. I mean, Rogers, half the time you come join me for lunch, I'm finishing up a chapter in a book, and you come join, and I put the iPad away, and I'm like, no, just 3 more pages, Rogers. Just no, hush, 3 more pages. No, stop talking. 3 more pages, and I do that for 45 minutes.
No way. I don't need to read in the bathroom.
I typically don't read books in the bathroom. I'll obviously be on my phone in the bathroom. Yeah. I'll be on Twitter.
Never do that.
Although I do my morning. I do Wordle in the New York Times Wordle. Guess the 5-letter word. I do Wordle, and there's a couple other games that the New York Times has. So I'll sit in the bathroom and do those in the morning. Like, that's part of my morning ritual. But, I don't typically read books while I'm in the bathroom. All right, it's the Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM, off and running. Text us on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line, 657-0426. Or call us on the Your Name Here hotline, 725-5945. We'll be back.
Weather is finally starting to warm up a little bit, and that new boat is waiting for you at the all-new Jimmy Granger Outdoors in the Shreveport Auto Mall. And right now, you can buy a brand new 23 model Triton 179 TRX or a new 23 XL Bay Pro 203. Your choice, just $330 a month. And Jimmy Granger loves giving away stuff, so every boat buyer right now gets a $300 gift card to Jimmy Granger Outdoors Big Tackle Shop. Jimmy Granger Outdoors, conveniently located in the Shreveport Auto Mall and open all day Monday through Saturday. A cool place to buy a boat.
If you're looking for quick, easy, delicious, 3 words, Natchitoches Meat Pie. Oh, yeah. Check your grocer's freezer for Natchitoches meat pies from the Natchitoches Meat Pie Company, a true Louisiana food made right there in Coshada, Louisiana, and shipped to all of our grocers' freezers around here. Natchitoches meat pies, mini meat pies, crawfish pies. Use that air fryer. It's so tasty you won't believe it.
Are you ready to take your brand to new heights? At Town Square Media, your success is our ultimate goal. At Town Square Media, we understand that reaching your audience across various platforms is essential in today's fast-paced landscape. One size fits none in the realm of marketing. See firsthand how Town Square Media crafts tailored solutions that align with your unique goals. Whether it's increasing brand awareness, driving sales, or fostering community engagement, our ability to customize strategies that deliver exactly what you need when you need it. Town Square Media isn't just a partner. We're your brand's most passionate advocate. See how Town Square Media can transform your vision into a reality that resonates, engages, and inspires. Call and schedule your free business analysis today. 318-688-1130. 318-688-1130. Your brand story starts here with Town Square Media, where innovation meets impact and your success is our priority.
Sports World. There are so many reasons to shop at Chevyland. They are the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, for Pete's sake. But I'm just telling you right now, if you're in the market for a Silverado, that's the place to be. The Silverado LTZ that I'm driving around has everything that I'm looking for. Look, I'm getting older. Maybe I don't drive as well as I used to, which is why I love the front and rear parking sensors, the surround view camera system, all right there in that Silverado LTZ from Chevyland. 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport. Together, let's drive. Sports World 8809, Juella in Shreveport, Louisiana, is your local uniform professionals since 1973. That's right, since 1973, they've been taking care of your school uniform needs, your softball uniform needs, cheerleader, baseball, football, basketball, you name it. And for you refs out there, oh, they've got you covered as well. They got the striped shirts. They've got the sunglasses. They got everything you need. Sports World, 8809 Juella, just off 3132.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Rejuva Medical can help you to feel your best. Now, if you're struggling to lose weight, Rejuva Medical offers medically monitored weight loss. If you're plagued by fatigue, low libido, muscle loss, just the lethargy, we can help with hormone replacement therapy. Begin your journey to a better you today. RejuvaMeMedical.com. That's REJUVIME medical.com.
Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. 3 generations of customer service. The Green Team, your home team. Plumbing, heating, cooling. We do it all and do it right. Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, Cooling. Call or schedule at greenplumbing.com.
103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger.
Let's get to the meat of the matter with producer Rogers Hampton. Hey, boy! Here's your master of ceremonies, Patrick Netherton.
Little early rush for you. It's their first hit, right? Yeah. Trey's already on top of it, right? Also, Jeff chimed in with Rush. Jeff, don't be stealing bits, man. Trey's here. Actually, there's enough Rush to go around. Rogers Hampton on the ones and twos. Stacks of wax. Rogers, back in the day, did y'all have like multiple turntables where you'd have the other record like set and you had to back it up like a quarter turn to, and you cross-faded it kind of thing? Okay. Good for y'all. Now it's, does all them automatically. Where it's at. Hambone was Beck. There's Getty. Not Getty. It's Alex. And this was before Neil Peart. Who was their drummer then? John Rusky? Oh, Rutsey. Okay. Not Rusky, like he wasn't a communist, Rogers. You wasn't one of them Ruskies, boy. Got some texts on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line, 318-657-0-HAM, 318-657-0426. Dan the man said, no, outside is extremely hot as well, especially if you're actually doing something outside, like working. Well, I'm not outside working, Dan. I was standing outside. It felt great. If there wasn't a breeze, it would have felt hot. But there was a bit of a little wind. Use a little wind here. Hey, lady. Yeah, I could use a little wind here. There's a big fat whale on your boat. Yeah, I know where you live and I've seen where you sleep, which is also kind of creepy. Like, it's one thing to say I know where you live, but I've seen where you sleep. Like, I've seen where you sleep. That's a little much. Yeah, so with the breeze blowing, it was okay. Rogers, Dan the man, said, Rogers, I used to think just like you about reading, but after reading a couple books that were turned into movies, the books are so much better. You get to cast the characters yourself and everything. And then he gave himself a thumbs up on his own comment. Not sure why he needed to thumbs up his own comment, but there you go. We're gonna hold Rogers down, Clockwork Orange style, like tape his eyelids open and just put a book right in front of him. Rogers, we'll start slow. We'll do like green eggs and ham. It'll take you like 30 seconds to read it. Sam I Am.
That's okay.
No?
I'd rather watch a stand-up comic or a rock documentary.
Watch.
I'm going to waste my time doing something. I want to
watch the Green Eggs and Ham movie.
I would before I
yes.
would. Yes. I'll watch all the Grinch movies before I read the Grinch book.
Yeah.
I just never have enjoyed reading.
I can tell, Rogers.
It was a chore.
Yeah.
Just like yard work was punishment. I hate yard work. Yard work was punishment when I was a kid.
So here's what we're going to do, Rogers. We're going to make a little helmet that has a book hanging out in front of it, and then we're going to have you pushing a lawnmower while reading.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
We're going to have to just, we'll go ahead and we'll send you on to the pearly gates, Rogers, with a book and a lawnmower together. Okay. Actually, I'll give you a book about yard work. How about that?
That's all right.
No, you don't want a book about yard work?
I got a guy.
You know a guy?
I got a guy.
Yeah. You used to have another guy, Rogers, and now you don't need another guy.
Well, still do. You don't ever cut off the other guy.
Okay. All right.
No.
Okay.
That's no.
All right. Just saying.
I'm going to see that guy this weekend.
You need to, I don't know.
Yep. You don't cut off your nose to spite your face.
I don't know. LSU Maniac gave me a business to contact about sponsorship.
Oh, I thought he said he was giving you the business.
It'd be nice.
Hey, you, and you're ugly, too. I'm
Yeah.
giving you the old
Oh, he's
business.
giving.
See?
50's giving me the business. I got you. I got you. All right. Yeah. Now I was like, why would he be giving me a business? Like, I don't understand the joke.
Get it. That's
Yeah.
why,
Once you give me the
expounded on
I
it.
got you.
Yes.
I got you. I'm with you now.
Oh, that was exhausting.
Hey. And you're ugly too.
Yeah. This poor guy in here is a potential client. He's probably, what the hell am I doing?
He's in number one. Why do they put him in the aquarium?
I don't know. To make you feel like you're
the fishbowl. I guess
in the conference room. You're so special that we're giving you the conference room. We're making the conference room yours.
Right, even though nobody else is in there ever.
Yeah.
Do they still have meetings in the mornings?
Oh, not every day.
Right, I know.
Probably at least one day a week. It's all the big wigs, and then there's another day of the week. It's like the on-air talent.
Gotcha.
That are full-time employees of Town Square Media.
Not us.
No, but we get to watch it since we're right here.
There you go. I mean,
what's weird about it?
It is the fishbowl.
Is the one that's the brand managers and everybody. They're watching the TV, zooming with another Town Square station in another city.
Okay.
Well, the weird thing about it is they can see them, and the people on the TV can see us.
You. Yeah.
Because I can see in the bottom they have a little split screen.
Right. Yeah.
That I can see myself in the background.
Shows their camera. Yeah.
So I only double birded them one time.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Oh man, they saw that.
Yeah. Next time you triple birded them. Yeah. Don't know how.
It was funny the other morning. It was the one that had everybody in it, including the jocks, and one little special Mexican girl we know was having a really tough time staying awake.
Oh,
and
those are the worst.
She was like putting her hand over.
Yeah,
her
those are the worst.
And was like trying to keep her head popped up.
Those are the worst.
And I even told Fletch, I said, "Hey man, turn around and look at our girl." And she was. It was almost like clockwork.
Right.
She was
trying to hold her eyes open.
And to know that we were watching it without them knowing we were watching, I was like, I'm getting a big kick out of this.
Yeah. No, that's the worst when you just.
Oh, she was fading.
When you're going through a terrible meeting or whatever, or you're watching a really
maybe
boring.
Really concern you that much.
Right.
You have to be in there.
And you're like, and you maybe were out too late the night before. Or
you're up early.
Maybe you're hungover.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the hungover thing.
No, but she was definitely, those eyeballs were, and that's a horrible feeling.
Yeah, it's not great.
No,
it's not ideal.
Horrible feeling.
Not ideal.
Because you're not really quite sure what you missed or didn't need to miss or wanted to miss.
By the way, Rogers, you want to go? You get some dessert on one of the Mudbugs players. We got his credit cards in here. If we want to go,
I think I'm okay.
Okay, I mean, I'm just saying we can spend his money. We got his credit cards.
We don't know if he's got any.
I mean, he's a professional athlete.
Free at a millet house.
I wonder what they do make. I wonder what they're. I don't know. I don't know what they make. Yeah, one of the Mudbugs left his wallet.
Yeah, the two we had here this morning, they're mudbugging out. This is their last season.
Okay.
And one of them's been here 3 years, one's 2, so we've kind of watched them mature.
Right.
And it's so funny how when they get here, like his license picture looks like a baby.
Yeah.
This morning he's got the beard. He looks all mature now.
Right.
He's
right.
21. And I was like, oh my gosh, y'all's time is done here, because the guy the wallet we have. He's been on the show 2 or 3 years in a row. He's
right.
And this guy's maybe second or third time overall. But they're aging out, and it's just kind of weird to listen to them talk about the journey of from once they got here and now they got to move on to the next phase of their life. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's a.
But yeah, I let our dear leader know that we had the wallet, and I'm sure he'll reach out to him.
I didn't check for any cash though, Rogers.
I didn't even. You just threw it to me, and
it doesn't look like a cash wallet. It looks like just for cards and stuff.
Yeah, and here's my ID to drive.
I don't.
Oh God, I don't know if he drove out here or not. Ooh, that means he left here without a license.
Yeah.
Because they would, if it's two of them show up, they don't usually show up together. They usually come in their own individual vehicles. I didn't even think about that till just now. He's driving around out there with no license.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Cops, y'all be sweet, cops, if you stop him.
I'm sure he's reached out to him to let him know, hey, we have his wallet.
Doc Waldo over on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line said the Mudbugs are pure amateurs. They actually pay every month to play junior hockey. All of them are trying to get college scholarships.
No, that's not true. They're not trying to get scholarships. Some of them are going to go move on and play in minor league hockey places. Some are going to go into the naval or like a military.
Well,
academy.
some of them do go to colleges.
Oh, yeah, but not all of them. That's not the goal of this league. Some of them don't go to college. They don't want to go to college. They want to move on to another minor league and go ahead and try to see if they can start their NHL career. So, yeah, this isn't just an all next step you're in college. That's not how this is done. Some of them move on to go ahead and continue playing professionally and don't even go to college. I think we had 2 that were going to join the military academy, so that was kind of a double-fold plan they had. Hey, if hockey doesn't work out, you know, I'm in the military.
By the way, speaking of that, did you see? Can't remember if it was Army or Navy. One of them was playing yesterday in the conference tournament, and dude got ejected like 30 seconds into the game. They were in college. It was college basketball, and I didn't watch a bunch of people posted the clip. I didn't watch it, but dude got ejected with the quickness, like less than a minute into the game. Dude was gone.
And what did he do?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't watch the clip.
Oh, okay. I just thought, I thought you might have read about it since then.
Well, it's
read so much.
Let me see. I do like to read, Rogers, but John Grisham didn't write anything about the Army player getting ejected.
That's why I haven't read a John Grisham book.
Let me see if I can.
If you would, I might.
Let's see. Navy player ejected after landing low blow.
Oh, he hit him right. I know exactly what you're talking. I was watching it.
That was the Patriot League title game.
Just hit him right and dropped him.
Navy guard Jordan Pennick was ejected and drew jeers from American fans.
Yeah,
I guess he's not an American.
I was watching that.
Let's see.
I think one of the teams was American.
Well, it was the Patriot League.
Patriot League, yeah.
But this guy's in the Navy.
Yeah.
You can get yourself a degree, Rogers, in the Navy.
You can even sell the 7C.
You can in the Navy. Yeah, I mean, the guy plays for Navy, for goodness sakes. Let's not jeer a guy who's willingly going to be going into the armed forces.
He did not act very Navy-like. Right?
Well, and apparently it was, I guess there was a lot of, they were playing American University.
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
In the Patriot League.
Gotcha.
Whew, boy.
Let's see.
That was a tough extraction.
Well,
right
I'm trying to watch the video.
Oh, he pops him really good. He hits him.
Now I'll say this: he didn't it wasn't like full on rear back, but he definitely he kind of like rabbit punch
when you're hitting that area.
Right, it's just kind of a little beep.
You can just give a thump and
just
bad.
boop. And actually, that used to happen a good bit.
Yeah.
I was told by my good buddy Ronnie McCollum, who was the leading scorer in the nation, that back in the day, a certain team, by the way, it was one certain team that did it, where he would go to shoot a jump shot and they would flick at his private area while he was shooting. And
you almost can't be any more exposed as an athlete than when that motion right there.
Yeah.
Where there is nothing guarding any space on your body from being popped.
Hey, Rogers, you know what we need to talk about? We come back?
Our Lord and Savior Jesus
We do
Christ.
not. No, I mean, there's always time for that. But, no, when we come back, we need to talk about John Calipari. Because he got in his press conference and talked about what happened on the I told the kid to miss or didn't tell the kid to miss the free throw at the end. He talked about it. I figured someone would ask, and they did. And let me tell you, there's two things, Rogers. Either John Calipari is the best coach in the nation, for his best players coach in the nation, or he is a flipping idiot. And I'll tell you why when we return.
Riders on the storm, into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone, and actor out alone, riders on the storm.
11:30 The Tiger, your home for LSU sports, powered by Jack Spring Electric.
Who's cutting down the nets this year? Get in on all the tournament action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest upsets to placing bets in just a few taps. All tournament long, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code RADIO100 to get started today. Must be 21 and up. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700 in partnership with LaBerge Lake Charles. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
I'm Rose Hudson, president of the Louisiana Lottery Corporation, encouraging everyone who enjoys our games to do so responsibly. Learn the signs of problem gambling and how to play responsibly by visiting LouisianaLottery.com.
Everyone loves a deal, and we've got them for you. Seize the Deal features great local restaurant merchants that you can save big and enjoy more. Log on and get yours today. Sweet Caroline's Dueling Piano Bar, where you can experience the thrill of dueling pianos, delicious drinks, and unforgettable fun. The Hangar Tap House, the brand new hotspot in the East Bank District. Sharks of Bossier, for the best fried fish or chicken in town. Tropical Smoothie Cafe, to dive into refreshing smoothies and scrumptious meals for lunch or dinner. SeizeTheDeal.com Shreveport to cash in on yours today.
Now Taxes is using Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get your refund so you can do more with it right in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. See guaranteed details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
Got junk? Trash Bandits has you covered. Serving Shreveport and beyond, we offer fast and reliable junk removal, dumpster rentals, and hoarding cleanup. Whether it's a small job or a big project, our team handles it all with professionalism and care. Plus, we recycle and donate items whenever possible. Visit trashbanditsla.com or call 318-562-3122 to book your service today. Trash Bandits, your local junk removal experts.
Patty in the Plaza is back, presented by Live Casino and Hotel. It's the ultimate St. Patrick's Day party. Saturday, March 15th. 4 killer bands, 8-Track, Caravan, Johnny Earthquake and the Moon Dogs. And closing it out, the Chiwis. Green beer, food trucks, vendors, and a Guinness sports bar to catch all the action. Play cornhole in the Louisiana Downs game zone or bring the kids to the Little Leprechaun zone. And don't miss the Margaritaville Resort Casino Shamrock Hunt for a $1,000 pot of gold. Get your tickets now at mudbugmadness.com.
There are so many reasons to shop at Chevyland. They are the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, for Pete's sake. But I'm just telling you right now, if you're in the market for a Silverado, that's the place to be. The Silverado LTZ that I'm driving around has everything that I'm looking for. Look, I'm getting older. Maybe I don't drive as well as I used to, which is why I love the front and rear parking sensors, the surround view camera system, all right there in that Silverado LTZ from Chevyland. 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport. Together, let's drive.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Rejuva-Me Medical can help you to feel your best. Now, if you're struggling to lose weight, Rejuva-Me Medical offers medically monitored weight loss. If you're plagued by fatigue, low libido, muscle loss, just the lethargy, we can help with hormone replacement therapy. Begin your journey to a better you today. RejuvaMeMedical.com. That's RejuveMe Medical.com.
Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. 3 generations of customer service. The Green Team, your home team. Plumbing, heating, cooling. We do it all and do it right. Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, Cooling. Call or schedule at greenplumbing.com.
So it's that time of the year you wake up thinking about going fishing. You go to bed and dream about going fishing. And that fishing dream includes a trip to the all-new Jimmy Granger Outdoors in the Shreveport Auto Mall. They are loaded with new boats. There's Ranger and Triton and Bass Cat and aluminum boats from Ranger and Excel. And right now, every boat buyer gets a $300 gift card to Jimmy Granger Outdoors Big Tackle Shop. Jimmy Granger Outdoors, conveniently located in the Shreveport Auto Mall and open all day Monday through Saturday. A cool place to buy a boat.
Streaming live worldwide online at 1130thetiger.com. KWKH and K277DO Shreveport, 103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger. Bossier City's home for LSU sports, a Town Square Media station.
A good time is in the air. It's the Patrick Netherton Show.
Hello, is there anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone home? Come on now. I hear you're feeling down. Well, I can ease your pain, get you on your feet again. Relax. I need some information.
Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM.
There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship, smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I had fever.
So you have a bucket list of
My hands felt just right to the
Right.
once again. I can't explain. You will not understand.
You turn the music down just a little bit, I can barely hear you. Thank you, sir. Oh, wrong way.
Yeah, this right here. If you,
Yeah.
I know you can look up stuff like that now. Just do "Scene from the
Right,
Wall,"
right.
"Comfortably Numb" song, because it's Bob Geldof. He's the lead singer of the band, and he has completely almost overdosed in his hotel room where he's passed out, and they have to knock the door down to get in there because
Right.
they've got a show to do in a couple hours.
Okay.
This is about trying to revive him.
Yep.
And like right there with his little pinprick,
Yeah.
giving him one of those adrenaline shots, and the whole scene is morphing him into Oxford. You know, he's back in the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Where it says, "Oh, I believe it's working today."
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I think you would enjoy that scene. There's a lot going on.
I do like a scene with a lot going on.
I mean, after you showed me what's the fight scene?
Yeah.
Kingsman.
Yeah, Kingsman.
Yeah, that one right there. It's just very interesting because as he's passed out, you're hearing banging, and throughout the wall, boom, there's a lot of that going on, like they're trying to tear down the wall.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, when they hit the boom one last time, it's reality, because that movie goes from being cartoon to real life.
Okay.
So it's Pink Floyd.
Well,
So you might need to visit your little special place.
okay. Well, it's not,
before watching it.
not my special place.
I know, but it might help.
I
you
mean,
enjoy the movie.
maybe.
But it's very interesting to watch Bob Geldof being transformed into just being passed out and drugged out. To next thing you know, he's back on stage like he's leading an army, and that's the feeling they try to get you to. When he's on stage, he's all powerful.
Right. I got you. Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Rogers, that's him. Patrick, that's me. Our show brought to you by Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. So, Hambone, did you see Calipari's quote yesterday after the game?
Now that I know what you're talking about, yes.
So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Rogers now does. 2.5 seconds left to go. John L. Davis of Arkansas is at the free throw line. They are up 3 on South Carolina. We watched this live yesterday. 2.5 seconds left. Arkansas up 3. And it was, so they were up 2 free throws, right? Make both. You're up 4 with 2.5 seconds left. Unless you do something dumb like foul, you know, there's no way they can catch you in 2.5 seconds, right? So John L. Davis goes to the free throw line, makes the first, as you would expect. Second free throw, he tries to miss. It ends up hitting the backboard and going in. Now they're up 4 with 2.5 seconds left. If you don't foul, don't do anything dumb on a three-point shot, game's over. Well, we started talking about the fact that we believe that John L. Davis did that on his own. That somehow got it in his head, hey, I need to miss this free throw or whatever. The thought process is if you miss it and they rebound it under their own basket, there's only 2.5 seconds left. You know, there's not enough time to get any kind of a decent shot off. You maybe get one dribble and you're throwing up a 70-footer, right? So you're not going to get a good shot at it. The actual logical thought process is, hey, make the shot. Now you cannot be caught unless you do something dumb, like foul a three-point shooter, right? You go up 4. Like there's no, if that was like a half a second left, you still make the free throw. But I can at least somewhat understand with a half a second left. With 2.5 seconds left, if that ball comes out deep, like if the rebound comes out to like not half court, to like, you know, the free throw line or the three-point line or whatever, and your dude grabs it, well, now he's one dribble and he's at half court getting ready to shoot a much more reasonable shot. So we surmised here as we watched it live, John L. Davis must have taken it upon himself to try to miss that on purpose. He was mad when it went in. Come to find out, no, John Calipari told him to miss it on purpose. Calipari's quote, I've done that before. You're up 3, and there's 2 seconds to go. Miss it. By the time they get it, there's a second. Now, the other side of that is, what if they throw one deep and bank it in? I do some unconventional stuff. He said after the make, he said, I'm glad he banked it in. I was happy. I told him, good, I'm glad you banked it in. But he listened to me. He tried to miss it. He shot it flat and banked it in. He started talking about other late game scenarios. It's kind of like being up 6 with like 18 or 20 seconds left. You're up 6. How about you foul? Because what are they coming down to try to do? Shoot a 3. Foul. Now it's a 4-point game and there's 12 seconds. Get it in. You're back to a 6-point lead. Do you foul again? Maybe not. Maybe so. Fouling up 6, it's not conventional, but it's things that make a difference sometimes. All right. Rogers, there's 2 things here that I think are in play. Okay? One, and this makes Calipari seem like the best coach in America. One, John L. Davis missed it on purpose or tried to miss it on purpose on his own. It didn't happen, and Calipari is taking the heat for his player. You know, he could have gone into the press conference and goes, I don't know what the kid was thinking. He's out there. He's trying to miss it on purpose. All he has to do is make it. We're up 4. Like, that didn't make any sense. But that's what he did, and we won, right? He could throw his kid completely under the bus if he wanted to. Instead, he says, I told him to do it. It's unconventional, but, I've done unconventional things before. Here's some other scenarios where we might do unconventional things, but it was on me. I told him to do it. He tried to do it. He was trying to do what I asked. If that's the case, and we'll never know, by the way, we will never, ever know if Calipari actually told him to do it or not. But if that is the case, if the kid did it on his own and it was just a mental mistake, obviously didn't end up costing you, but it's a mental mistake, and Calipari realizes, hey, this kid's going to get grief if I go in there and say, yeah, he just made a mistake. He did it on his own or whatever. He knows I can't let that kid deal with that. So I'm going to go in and say, because he can deal with the pressure. He's paid $15 million, whatever it is, to deal with the pressure. He goes in and says, hey, I made the call. It worked out. I'm unconventional. I'll do unconventional things. Right. I'm a wild and crazy coach. If that's the case, Calipari's the best players coach that ever existed because he made sure that he didn't throw his player under the bus. He made sure that the heat would not be on John L. Davis. The heat would be on him. And he can obviously deal with the heat. He's dealt with it before. And Rodgers, look, at least he's not dealing with the humidity, because we all know it's not the heat that kills you, it's the humidity. So that's one of two explanations. The other explanation is Cal is being completely honest here and says, I did indeed tell him to miss it, and he tried and didn't. We still won, blah, blah, blah. If so, that is one of the dumbest coaching moves I've ever seen in my entire life. That's what I'm saying. He's either the greatest players coach and he's covering up for his guy and he's not letting his kid take heat, or he's protecting his kid, or he's the dumbest coach that's ever lived. It's one of those two. There's no third answer, because there is no way in hell that you don't try to make that free throw. Again, if there's half a second on the clock, you still try to make that free throw. Because if you miss it, then they got half a second. But you intentionally miss up three, and we've seen how many 60-footers, 70-footers go in over the last few months. That was dumb. Dumb. It worked out. And by the way, South Carolina had a timeout. You intentionally miss it, they grab it, timeout. Well, now we're drawing up an inbound play. We're going to get one we're going to throw into half court, at least. If you're up 4, who cares where they throw it? They can throw it in the ocean. Rodgers, they could throw it to Uranus. That's a planet, you know. But this, there is no logical explanation for what he just did. I can understand differences of opinion in you're up 3 with 10 seconds left. Do you foul and let them shoot free throws as opposed to letting them come down and attempt a 3 to tie, right? Do you foul up 3 late in the game, right? That there's differences of opinion on that. There's not a quote-unquote right answer. There is absolutely a right answer for this scenario. The right answer is you make the free throw, you go up 4. Now, no matter what happens, as long as you don't screw something up yourself, you're good. Like, if you make the free throw and go up 4, now it requires you making a mistake in order for them to tie the game. It doesn't just require luck at that point. You know, you tell your guys, hey, let them shoot a 3. Don't, you want to put your arms up, but don't get anywhere near them. Stay away. All of that. That is, I don't know how anyone thinks that's the right answer. And that's, again, it worked out. But what would have happened if South Carolina had gotten the rebound? Let's say he had intentionally missed, and it worked. South Carolina gets the rebound. They call a quick timeout, like 0.4 of a second off the clock. There's 2 seconds left. They inbound just inside of half court or right at half court. It's one dribble, and they're pulling the 3 to tie. Like, that's, honestly, it feels indefensible. Again, if there's 0.3 of a second and all you can do is tip the ball, you still make the free throw to go up 4. Like, there is no circumstance where that is okay. Sorry, John Calipari. No circumstance where what you did was the proper call. It worked out for you. It was going to require some luck on their part. absolutely going to require some work on their part. And some luck, no doubt. But it still was the wrong choice. Period. End of discussion. You know what the right choice is, Rogers? Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. You knew what the right choice was. Hambone knows what the right choice is. Hambone knows what the right choice is. The right choice is Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. That's right. You know, Rogers, you're number one in the plumbing game for so long, you just get bored of it. You're like, we've been number one in the plumbing game forever. Let's do something else. Hambone, have you ever seen a guy with a nasal strip pitching before? No. Nabil Krismat, who, by the way, won a championship last year. He's with the Dodgers. He's pitching with a nasal strip, like one of those breathe right strips. I've never seen that before. You ever put one of those on, Hambone? No. It's pretty remarkable. Like it will open up your nasal passages in a hurry. It just literally pulls them open. It's wild. If you've never done it before, I recommend you do it just once. Can we find a way to finally make it right? 47 minutes, Rogers. 47 minutes. Then you're done, my friend. You're so close, Hambone. Hang in there with me, buddy. Rogers, you can intentionally miss Monday. Yes. I will say this for Hambone. Hambone don't take days off. Like Hambone don't take days off. Hambone brings the level of greatness every day in and day out. Just like Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. You knew I was coming back to that, Rogers. Come on. I'm a professional. Also professionals, Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Go to greeneplumbing.com. If you got some of the symptoms that something's going wrong with your plumbing or your HVAC, not cooling properly, taking too long, cycling on and off, weird sounds that aren't just the squirrel in your attic scratching around. Oh, by the way, Rogers, Arkansas is down 2 to Ole Miss with 2 minutes left. Yeah. We need to put that game on. Yeah, Arkansas, who appears to have already cemented their spot in the NCAA tournament, are now trying to beat Ole Miss. Hope they don't miss a free throw on purpose down the stretch. Anyway, Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, they always make the right choice. I promise you, if you sit Justin Green down in that situation, he's telling him to make the free throw. Ricky Green, he's like, don't you miss, son. You make that free throw. We're going up 4. We're not fouling. Ball game's over. 2.5 seconds left. They make the right choice. So you make the right choice. Call 631-0235. That's 631-0235. Or find them online at greeneplumbing.com. They got a bunch of specials online. You can schedule service online, or you can call 631-0235 and get your service scheduled that way. And you need to join the maintenance club. Keep telling you about it. Look, I love a good club. Rogers, one of those deals where I wouldn't be a member of a club that would have me as a member. You know, was that Groucho Marx, I think? I think that was Groucho. Or I know Rodney Dangerfield did it at one point, but I think Groucho Marx did it first. Look, you want to join the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling club. I promise you do. You get money off, you get discounts, you get front-of-the-line service. 2 different tiers, just your plumbing or plumbing and your HVAC. And we're talking, Rogers, I'll put it to you this way. My box for lunch today that I ate when I came up here, exact same cost as a month of Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, Plumbing and HVAC Club membership. Same price. So, yeah, needless to say, check them out. It's only $17 a month for plumbing and HVAC. It's $12.50 a month for just plumbing. That is Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. 631-0235 or online at greeneplumbing.com, G-R-E-E-N-E plumbing.com. Right up at the top left of their website, they got specials galore. Hot water heater flush for $59. First month free when you join the maintenance club. So not only is it just $17 a month, but it's not even $17 for the first month. It's free. Gotta love it. Tune-ups, new hot water heaters, furnace buybacks, you name it. Discounts, they got it. greeneplumbing.com, 631-0235. Take a break. Come back. Keep you updated on what's going on in college basketball when we return.
My only son, listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day.
11:30 The Tiger, your home for LSU sports. Powered by Jack Spring Electric.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code EARN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code EARN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code EARN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
When something happens to your kitchen, you might say,
"This is ludicrous."
but that won't fix your home. That will only get you the rapper, Ludacris.
Having trouble? Don't panic. Don't be alarmed. You need to file a claim? Holla at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right. You can file a claim on the app or call us.
Thanks, Mr. Chris.
No matter how ludicrous the situation, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Imagine the sizzling aroma of grilled kebabs, the rich flavors of slow-cooked lamb, and the creamy, garlicky goodness of homemade hummus. Flames Mediterranean Restaurant brings the bold, authentic taste of Persian cuisine straight to your plate. And on Friday, March 14th, you can enjoy it for half the price. Get a $50 gift certificate for just $25, exclusively at SeizeTheDeal.com. Save the date. These deals go fast. Go to SeizeTheDeal.com on Friday, March 14th to grab your $50 Flames Mediterranean gift certificate for just $25 before they're gone.
Are you ready to uncover the vibrant story of Louisiana? Dive into our state's patchwork history at the 9 Louisiana Department of State museums. Uncover the ghosts of our political past at the old state capitol, or explore Louisiana's pioneer story at the Germantown colony. Take a step back in time at the Louisiana State Exhibit Museum, or find Huey's hidden staircase at the old governor's mansion. Feel the heartbeat of our culture. Visit your nearest museum today. Find out more at sos.la.gov.
Healthcare.gov has plans for health because you have plans for life. All plans cover doctor visits and emergency care to keep you and your family running strong. All plans cover hospital stays and prescriptions so you can have peace of mind. Visit healthcare.gov to explore health plans from the brands you know. 4 out of 5 customers can find a health plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Final deadline to enroll is January 15th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
If you're looking for quick, easy, delicious, 3 words, Natchitoches Meat Pie. Oh, yeah. Check your grocer's freezer for Natchitoches meat pies from the Natchitoches Meat Pie Company, a true Louisiana food made right there in Coshada, Louisiana, and shipped to all of our grocer's freezers around here. Natchitoches meat pies, mini meat pies, crawfish pies. Use that air fryer. It's so tasty you won't believe it.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. Visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417188. Results may vary. Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. Visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417188. Results may vary.
Rejuva Medical can help you to feel your best. Now, if you're struggling to lose weight, Rejuva Medical offers medically monitored weight loss. If you're plagued by fatigue, low libido, muscle loss, just the lethargy, we can help with hormone replacement therapy. Begin your journey to a better you today. RejuvaMeMedical.com. That's REJUVIME medical.com.
Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. 3 generations of customer service. The Greene Team, your home team. Plumbing, heating, cooling. We do it all and do it right. Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, Cooling. Call or schedule at greeneplumbing.com.
The Tiger Den in the Shreveport Auto Mall has a fantastic selection of LSU women's basketball fan gear. If you're headed to the PVAC for the big game or hosting a watch party, ladies, look your best in LSU tops with sparkles, Cutter and Buck long sleeve shirts, oversized sweatshirts, sweaters, cowboy hats, and boots. Of course, an awesome selection of superfan jewelry. Real men love LSU women's basketball. The Tiger Den will have you looking sharp in LSU polos, vests, sweatshirts, jackets, and hoodies. Get ready for the game. Make a fast break to the Tiger Den in the Shreveport Auto Mall.
103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger, Shreveport's home for LSU sports.
Welcome back to the Patrick Netherton Show.
Rogers, I can't believe it. Houston and St. Louis, they kissed their sisters. They tied 1-1. Are they split squatting today, or is they double headering today? Do you know? I just saw that on the scroll down there, it said Houston and St. Louis 1-1. But Houston's also playing Miami currently. By the way, had a crazy game in college basketball. BYU beat Iowa State 96-92 in regulation. I mean, that's getting after it. 96-92. Mercy. Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. You can also reach us on any of our streaming platforms. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Feel free to come join us. We'd love to have you. We are we're just bebopping along in the world of sports. Still can't believe John Calipari told that kid to miss that shot on purpose. We'll never know, but it does feel like maybe that was one of those he did that on purpose. He told him, the kid did it by accident, and Calipari covered up for him. I hope that's the case. Because if that kid did it on his own, I mean, if Calipari told him not to, that's not good, kids. Speaking of, Arkansas and Ole Miss tied at 80. They're going to overtime in the second round of the SEC tournament. That is, I believe, 8 and 9 seeds, Arkansas and Ole Miss. So, headed to OT. Or wait, did Ole Miss just hit a shot to win it in overtime? I mean, at the end of regulation? Looks like they did. Well, dang, now, hold on, I gotta check this out real quick. What just happened here? Give me just a sec, audience. I'm looking this up real quick. Rogers, it appeared. Yep. Ole Miss hit a buzzer beater to beat Arkansas, 83-80. They were tied at 80. I'm waiting to see a replay of this. They were tied at 80. Ole Miss came down, hit a 3. I mean, Arkansas is in, it feels like. But, yeah, I'm waiting on a replay. Here we go. Oh, so missed a free throw. I wonder if they did it on purpose. Ole Miss comes down 5 seconds at half court. Oh, he just yanks that. Bam. 1.3 left. If I'm a media member, Rogers, I asked John Calipari if he told that kid to miss it on purpose. But I'm a jerk. Knocked down the triple with 1 second left. Yeah. What do you think Fletcher's doing, Rogers? Think he's sad? I think he's okay. You think he's? I mean, yeah, I do think they're in. Heck of a shot, though. Heck of a shot. There's a lot of talk about Chris. Yes. Yes. I mean, it may or may not have changed anything, but there's less pressure when you're shooting tied at 80 than if you're down 81-80. Right? Like it's right. Like there's less pressure on that shot because if you miss, you still got to meet lovers in the trunk, Rogers. Yeah. Like if you miss, you still got to meet lovers in the trunk. But yeah, Ole Miss hits a 3 with a second left to beat Arkansas 83-80. I'm not kidding, Rogers. I think my first question to Calipari would be to ask him if he told the kid to miss the free throw at the end. But again, I'm kind of a jackass, so hey, you're supposed to disagree with that, Rogers. You're not supposed to agree. You're supposed to disagree with that. You're supposed to be like, no, Patrick, you're great. You're amazing. And gosh darn it, people like you. That's what you're supposed to do, Rogers. You're not uplifting me, Hambone. I need to be uplifted. Hambone, lift me up right now. Just come lift me up. Josh Groban style. All right, so yeah, good finishes going on. Excuse me there. Still trying to get through the cold. The, like we mentioned, BYU, Iowa State, which I think was 96, 92, 94, 92, something like that. A lot of good stuff. This week and next week, to me, are the best weeks of college basketball. It's conference, as I saw someone write earlier, Rogers, today is a day where we get like 9 games of teams that won 7 games in their conference. Teams that went like 7-12 in conference play or whatever. And he's like, and I love them all. Like, I want to watch them all. Let's go. Texas and Texas A&M are playing coming up in about 30 minutes or so. That is the next game of the SEC tournament. LSU was eliminated last night. Not a lot of fight there, Hambone. Not a lot of fight in the old Tigers. That was one of those, hey, let's just go ahead and get the season over with, guys. We ain't doing anything. We're not going anywhere. Let's move along. I read something about someone was saying, oh, well, should LSU take like an NIT or a CIT or a CBI? Why? No. Like, in the season, man, there are times, and this for me, Rogers, is a lot about bowl season in college football. There comes a time when you just need to end the year, right? Like, there's a time you just need to go, okay, we're done. Like, we don't deserve to continue playing. I'm assuming, Rogers, you saw the quote from the kid from Virginia Tech. I'm sure y'all talked about it this morning. Like, sometimes that's just your season, man. Sometimes your season sucks, and you just need to end it. There are teams that don't deserve to continue playing. Maybe that's harsh. Like, I'm sorry, if you're 5-7, like, I get that this year, you know, you had to put Tech into the bowl game into the Independence Bowl because of the circumstances and whatnot, transfer portal, all that. Marshall had to pull out, got fined for it, by the way, as they should. But this idea that we reward mediocrity, I don't get it. Like, I'm a big fan of, hey, play the season out, always keep trying, like, fight, all that stuff. I'm a big fan of that. As long as you've got the chance to go out there and play, give it your best. But the idea that we're putting 5-7 football teams into bowl games, the idea that we are taking LSU, who was awful in conference play, competitive, but the wins were not there, and we're taking that team and we're talking about putting them in a postseason tournament. Why? Like, that's the stuff that bothers me. Why are we rewarding mediocrity? Like, LSU has done nothing in basketball to deserve a chance to play in a postseason tournament. They really haven't. Like, what has LSU done? They're under 500 as a team. They were 3-15 in the SEC. How is that in any way a resume that would give anyone reason to have you in a postseason tournament? It's not, and I don't get that idea. I'm sorry. Should South Carolina be in a postseason tournament? Should they play in the CBI at 12-20 and 2-16 in the league? Like, it's one thing if you say, hey, let's take Texas. They at least finished over 500 overall. Also, not for nothing, Rogers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 SEC teams finished with over 20 wins this season. That's wild. That is wild. To have that many teams finish over 500 or with over 20 wins. But I'm sorry, there's no reason that LSU should play in a postseason tournament. They just shouldn't. If they were 16-16, hey, maybe we think about it, right? But they're 14-18. What are you rewarding them for? I don't get that. Schenkenstein said Indiana Jones, and it's a Photoshop. It's Daniel Jones in Indiana Jones's leather jacket and khaki shirt and his hat, and it has an Indianapolis Colts horseshoe on it. Daniel Jones looks like he's like a 50s. He looks like Darren from Bewitched. He's the first Darren. That was, which one was which, Rogers? Was it, who was Sargent and York, right? Yes. What were their names? Dick Sargent, Dick York. Both played Darren. Yes. Weird. You'd think at some point Samantha would notice that her husband looked different. Did they ever wink at that? I don't think so. I used to watch that when I was a kid at my grandmother's house from time to time, but I don't recall if there was ever a, I barely recognize you sometimes. One of those type of things. They did that in Vegas Vacation. Yeah, Vegas Vacation. The kids change every time. And at one point, Chevy Chase turns around and goes, I barely recognize you sometimes. That's a quality little wink to the audience. But I didn't remember if Bewitched ever winked to the audience about the changing of the Darrens. Trying to see. I'm looking real quick. I'm looking real quick to see if just looking real quick to see if there's any mention of it. Like, apparently Dick York had a painkiller issue. And had a back thing apparently. Said blah blah blah. They built him a slanted wall on which he could lean between scenes. That allowed him to manage his back injury with little difficulty. His back injury aggravated into a painful degenerative spine condition, frequently causing shooting delays where he required assistance to walk. The scripts for some of his later episodes were written and staged such that his character would be in bed or on the couch for the entire episode. He did not appear in several third and fourth season episodes, and his eventual departure from the show well into the filming of the fifth season necessitated more episodes focusing on Samantha and other members of the family, with mentions that Darren was away on business. He said passed out apparently at some point, and the director he ended up passing out and hurting himself, and they talked about him going ahead and quitting. So, and apparently Rogers, the Agnes Moorehead who played in Dora, was very upset that Dick York left because apparently they were very close. Despite the fact, of course, that they had the mother-in-law, son-in-law. No. Yeah, it's just a sprained ankle for Cooper Flagg. He'll be fine. He won't play the rest of the ACC tournament. That's what. Look, they're going to be potentially the number one overall seed. They'll, they likely. I mean, they may not. They probably won't even have to play him in the first round if they don't want to. And may not even need to play him in the second round if they don't want to. It's another situation like Flau'jae Johnson, where you consider kind of through that first round, maybe even the second round if you want to. Yeah, if LSU should be good enough to beat the first two teams they face in the tournament without Flau'jae. Certainly the first one, because it'll be, they're going to be a 3 probably, so it'll be a 14. 3-14 matchups are way different in women's basketball than they are in men's basketball. So, yeah. That is that's the issue, I think. Rogers, apparently Dick York went on to be on Fantasy Island. My question, though, is what happened when they switched roles? Like, I want to know, did they ever did they ever wink at the camera about it? That's what I would have liked to know. Was there a point where they made a joke about it on the set? By the way, Bewitched lasted 9 seasons, Rogers. That is wild. That is crazy. Dang. I used to really enjoy Bewitched back in the day. Well, I don't watch it much anymore. I'm not sure it's on anymore. I don't know if anybody plays it, like Nick at Night or whatever. I don't ever see any of it. Rogers, did you know there were 2 different Gladyses? Gladys Kravitz? I didn't realize that. Well, I know. First 2 seasons, there was one lady who was Gladys Kravitz, and then, wow, they replaced multiple people. Darren's boss, Larry Tate, his wife was 2 different people. So, and again, same character, 2 different actors. Darren, obviously, and apparently 2 different Gladys Kravitz. The original nosy neighbor, Gladys Kravitz. Yeah, I mean, they just replace you. Oh, looky here. It's
back then it wasn't that much. There's not that much social media, so you
right.
Really need to explain it unless you got it in the TV guide and there was a little story or something. Because I don't know if you remember the very first season of Happy Days.
No, I do not, Rogers. No, I know.
No, the very first season, Richie, Ron Howard, had an older brother who was in college and played basketball for the college.
Okay.
Never saw him again.
Oh, well, you graduated and moved on, Rogers.
Moved in with him and lived in his garage apartment because he thought he was, growing up being a big-time man. I'm going to live with my college brother. Well, since he was on the basketball team, they would have meetings at the apartment.
Yeah.
Richie tried to have a girl over.
Oh.
Bouncing the basketball.
Oh, okay.
So finally he learned it. And then everybody wanted to keep Ralph Mal, Klotz, and Fonzie.
Right.
Richie's got his own
Yeah, everybody want to go hang out with him. Yeah.
And it just got to be when he learned the lesson and ended up moving back home
and you got to say necking. So they're necking over there. Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Not any other sports talk radio shows using the word necking out there, I can assure you. We'll be back.
I'm Rose Hudson, president of the Louisiana Lottery Corporation, encouraging everyone who enjoys our games to do so responsibly. Learn the signs of problem gambling and how to play responsibly by visiting LouisianaLottery.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text JOY to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text JOY to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text JOY to 200-300. That's JOY to 200-300. JOY to 200-300.
Taxes was taxing. Now taxes is relaxing when you file for free.
I can file for free? TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. I can file for free.
Now this is taxes. File for free with TurboTax Free Edition and get your maximum refund. No schedules except for earned income tax credit, child tax credit, and student loan interest. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free.
Need top-notch construction equipment or cranes in Shreveport, Louisiana? Scott Equipment has you covered. As a trusted family-owned business, we offer a wide range of equipment for rent or sale. Whether you're tackling a big project or need reliable machinery, Scott Equipment is here to help. Stop by Scott Equipment on North Market today to learn more and find out how you can save for your next rental or purchase. Call or visit us now and get the job done right with Scott Equipment.
That Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ Texas Edition that I am cruising around in is just a dream truck. I love the leather upholstery. It's got the cooling seats that are going to come in handy so much here as these temperatures warm up. Can you imagine the summer without cooling seats and leather upholstery? As big as I am, not a pretty picture. But the Silverado LTZ from Chevyland's going to take care of me as it always does. Chevyland, together, let's drive.
Imagine the sizzling aroma of grilled kebabs, the rich flavors of slow-cooked lamb, and the creamy, garlicky goodness of homemade hummus. Flames Mediterranean Restaurant brings the bold, authentic taste of Persian cuisine straight to your plate. And on Friday, March 14th, you can enjoy it for half the price. Get a $50 gift certificate for just $25, exclusively at SeizeTheDeal.com. Save the date. These deals go fast. Go to SeizeTheDeal.com on Friday, March 14th to grab your $50 Flames Mediterranean gift certificate for just $25 before they're gone.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like fences. A house with a big yard and a white picket fence was always the dream. But then you saw the price to install a fence and you're wondering if the color is driving the price up. Nobody ever dreams of a beige or a gray picket fence, right? So maybe those fences are cheaper. But no, they're not. Then you remember that switching your home and auto to Progressive could save you hundreds and make all your dreams of a fence come true. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Rejuva Me Medical can help you to feel your best. Now, if you're struggling to lose weight, Rejuva Me Medical offers medically monitored weight loss. If you're plagued by fatigue, low libido, muscle loss, just the lethargy, we can help with hormone replacement therapy. Begin your journey to a better you today. RejuvaMeMedical.com. That's REJUVIME medical.com.
Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. 3 generations of customer service. The Green Team, your home team. Plumbing, heating, cooling. We do it all and do it right. Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, Cooling. Call or schedule at greenplumbing.com.
Weather is finally starting to warm up a little bit, and that new boat is waiting for you at the all-new Jimmy Granger Outdoors in the Shreveport Auto Mall. And right now, you can buy a brand new 23 model Triton 179 TRX or a new 23 XL Bay Pro 203. Your choice, just $330 a month. And Jimmy Granger loves giving away stuff, so every boat buyer right now gets a $300 gift card to Jimmy Granger Outdoors Big Tackle Shop. Jimmy Granger Outdoors, conveniently located in the Shreveport Auto Mall and open all day Monday through Saturday. A cool place to buy a boat.
Tiger weather. Now.
Beautiful midweek weather. A little modest cold front coming in tomorrow with a sprinkle or two possible. Rumble of thunder possible, but rainfall totals light. Our temps tonight down to 62. High tomorrow 85. Bigger front comes in for the top of the weekend with some bigger storms possible Friday night, Saturday morning. I'm meteorologist Scott Larimore at the Weather Channel.
The previous program was paid for by Tim Fletcher. KWKH and K277DO Shreveport, 103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger. Your home for LSU sports, a Town Square Media station.
Welcome back to the Patrick Netherton Show.
Good news is ain't nobody looking in here in the mornings. Well, not from outside anyway. That's right. By the way, Wake Forest was up on North Carolina 14-3. It's halftime, 33-31 North Carolina. A 30-17 run to end the half. And I do believe Arkansas is in the tournament, despite the fact that they gave up a 3. Again, I'd totally ask Calipari if he told that kid to miss the free throw at the end. I don't know if it was the same kid shooting it or not. It would be wild if that was the case. I mean, at least they know their season's not over. Oh, Rogers, did you know North Carolina is big Rush fans? What do you mean? Their record's 21-12. Oh, you were hoping I wasn't going to notice it? I'm glad that you know me so well that no, Wake's 21-10. They're not Carolina's 21-12.
Yeah, that I was hoping you weren't going to notice that.
I love so here's the thing. You know the brand is strong when somebody sees something and immediately thinks of me, and like Anna Nims tweeting at me about a barbecue place she ate in Waco. You know, people seeing camo and sending me pictures and stuff of folks in camo. Rogers noticing that North Carolina was 21-12 and hoping that I wouldn't see it.
I was just glad North Carolina didn't have on camo.
Yeah, for real. The funny thing is, though, Rogers, like, let's say they were wearing a blue camo. Have we seen that? Of course.
You would acknowledge that.
Yeah, 100%. Doesn't matter what color camo it is. If it's the camo pattern.
All right.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah. Like, I've seen teams wearing red camo.
Yeah.
You know, ULM has those, it's like gray camo.
Yeah,
it's not like a green.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be green for me to acknowledge that they disappeared.
As long as it's the pattern.
Right.
Okay. I got you.
That dude never touched second base. I believe that's going to be overturned if it's 14-4. So I doubt anybody's, I doubt anybody's challenging anything. But he definitely did not touch second base. You know, a lot of times they give him the neighborhood. It's called the neighborhood play at second base when they're trying to turn 2. But that guy 100% never touched second base. When he, you're at the point now, this game's 14-4 in the 8th.
Everything's a strike. It's anywhere near.
Yeah.
Even though now they can challenge it.
Oh, that dude might have just driven one in. Oh, nice great catch.
Nice catch.
They is going to tag. That dude's fast. Holy cow.
Golly.
That guy got home in a hurry. Like me when dinner time's ringing, Rogers, I get home in a hurry, boy. That
scored 2?
No, it scored 1.
Oh, I thought it was 14-4.
It was.
Why does it say 14-6
now? No idea. Somebody messed up on the graphics?
I guess so. It's 1-1. That was it, right?
Yeah. Just the guy from third. Weird. Obviously messed the graphic up for some reason. Yes, 2-for-1 runs. Rogers' happy hour in his happy hour in the Grapefruit League. I don't know. Something happened. Graphically, something happened. Or it's 2-for-1 runs in the Grapefruit League after the 8th inning. Yeah, according to this, it's 14-6, according to the stats. So they've scored 3 runs. Oh, so they missed the run, the fielder's choice, where the guy didn't touch second. That scored a run. So it should have been 14-5 on the scoreboard, but they didn't put the run up. Then the next one was 14-6. Yeah. Buster asks, do you and Rogers get tired of being called boy? I don't. That's my dad's term of endearment for me. So, no, I don't think anybody calls Rogers boy at all.
Unless you got a hey in front of it.
Hey, boy. Yeah, I don't, no. Look, that's like my sister calling me PT or Patricia. She calls me Patricia a lot. It's what she's always called me. It's a term of endearment. Buster's called me boy since I was, a child. So I will always be boy. As long as I live, I'm going to be boy.
And that's what you identify as, right?
Correct, boy. No, Rogers, now identify as man. That's right. I won't tell you what Buster said when I called him boy when I was a kid. Let's just say that he told me in no uncertain terms that he was manly enough that he should not be referred to as boy. Like, all right. I'll tell you off the air. You'll enjoy it. I probably have. It involves a bucket full of something. So, yeah. Yeah, Rogers, John Feinstein, dead. At the age of 69. Just came out. Dick Weiss, Hoops Weiss, one of the great basketball writers of all time, tweeting out, said apparently he was going to stay at Dick's house and was going to go speak to like a coaches convention this weekend. And, yeah, dead at 69. Yes, not completely unexpected. Yeah, he was not sick or any of that stuff. So, yeah, John Feinstein, dead at the age of 69. Wrote the Bobby Knight book, The Day on the Brink, I think, something like that. Yeah, one of the great writers of all time. All right, for Rogers, I'm Patrick. 1 to 3 tomorrow. We'll see you. Y'all be safe and careful. We'll be back on the Patrick Netherton Show.